All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. Excuse me. My name is Kelly Farrar. I am a partner with the Juice Plus Company, and I am so excited to be providing you some information tonight that hopefully will help you and your families, with whatever health journey you're on. I always like to think that everybody's on some essence of a journey, whether they're just taking their first little baby step or whether they've been on a journey for decades. Health is always something that, is precious to all of us, and it definitely is a journey of learning and discovery and change. So tonight, as a partner with the Juice Plus Company, I'm really excited to share something called the Healthy Starts for Families program. So I'm just going to share my computer screen and we will get started. Okay, apologies. It is not moving the slides forward. Let's try something different. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay. So we can't get to the good stuff without kind of visiting some of the, challenges that we all face when it comes to health. But, there's some statistical information that I think has some value because it really kind of gives us the raw reality of where we're at globally in regards to our health. So 75% of chronic diseases are preventable with good nutrition. And that statement comes from a man that I highly respect and admire, Dr. William Sears, also known as Dr. Bill, who is, known as, kind of the go-to pediatrician for any parents who, really are looking for some guidance around, raising their children and supporting their children and of course, the health of their children. 1 in 2 people born today will get cancer in their lifetime. And, when this was a statement that came out in 2015, it certainly hasn't changed now that we're in 2020. It's still a relatively current statement. And I don't know about you, but I find this completely unacceptable. Children today are facing more toxicity in their lives, and that toxicity really comes from so many different areas. Some might be the chemicals in their food, air pollutants, environmental influences, and the poor quality of the food that's grown today on farms globally is a real challenge, not only for children, but certainly for adults as well. So minimally, when it comes to eating fruits and vegetables, children should be eating 7 to 9. And you see that plus sign there because the more active a child is, the more fruits and vegetables they should be eating. For an active adult, it's 13 to 18 or more servings. So we have these, high, astronomically high amounts of fruits and vegetables that we should be eating every day as a way to build, health internally, from a cellular level out. And these fruits and vegetables should be raw whenever possible, vine ripened, and that doesn't mean going to the grocery store and picking them out. That means literally snapping them off the vine or pulling them right out of the garden. And of course, we don't want to forget the berries either. And why are these, recommended daily allowances so incredibly high? Because we're all at risk of chronic disease. But when I heard this statement by Dr. David Katz, who's a leading preventative medicine specialist out of Yale Medical Center, when I heard this statement back when my children who are now 18 and 20, they were then 3 and 5, it really rocked me to the core. And that statement is, this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. I can't accept this. I cannot accept this, and I will not accept this. And it was when I heard this statement in combination with my heart's desire to help people, that's when I decided to partner with the Juice Plus company. And when it comes down to it, what we really need to eat is just real food. You know, Mother Nature put a bounty out there in the form of fruits and vegetables and berries for us to eat. But the challenge is that people, children, adults alike, just don't eat enough fruits and vegetables and berries. They don't like them. They don't know how to cook them. They don't have access to a large variety. There's a number of obstacles, but the challenge is we need to. And my family was no different. You know, when I learned about a solution called Juice Plus 15 years ago, it completely changed our lives. So what Juice Plus is simply whole food nutrition. It's just fruits and vegetables and berries that go through a juicing and dehydration process and create a powder that is put into vegan capsules or even soft chews for kids. So it is whole food nutrition. And I stress that because if you take like a vitamin, excuse me, like a multivitamin, when you look at the label that might be on that bottle, you'll see a supplement facts label. And that's just an indication that it's not food. And it's an indication that there's no regulation to that product. When we look at the Juice Plus bottles or the chew bags, we see a nutrition facts label, just like a bag of carrots. And I love that because our bodies are meant to intake food. They're not meant to intake isolated or fragmented vitamins. And the best part of Juice Plus, and it really is one of my most favorite parts, is that we gift children their fruits and vegetables for free. And that program is called the Healthy Starts for Family. And when I brought Juice Plus into our family 15 years ago, we really made the commitment together as a family to get healthier. And, you know, the first one simple change that we made was to add Juice Plus. So it starts for families. It's easy, it's simple, and it's designed for busy families in mind. Now, I'm sure none of you on the call tonight or listening to this recording are busy. I'm sure you have ample time to get everything done that you want and prepare gourmet meals that are abundant in plants every single night, right? Yeah, no, I know that's not true. You know, we're all busy. Time is equal, busy is equal. And I love the fact that on nights where maybe, you know, dinner is like, okay, sorry guys, it's just something quick. It might even be breakfast for dinner. At least I have peace of mind knowing that my family got an abundance of fruits and vegetables into their body that day in the form of Juice Plus. So we are a company that is based in science and research, and all of our clinical research studies, which to date there are 38 of them, are all gold standard double-blind placebo-based studies. But we do have one study that is more of a behavioral study, and it is our Healthy Starts for Families program. So participants in the program are asked to fill out a questionnaire through the time frame in which they and their child are enrolled in the program. And what I love about those surveys are the results that people report. And results like, you know, missing less school, therefore mom and dad are missing less work, taking fewer over-the-counter medications, drinking more water, visiting the doctor less, so less co-pays, consuming less, you know, foods like fast food and sodas, junk food, and eating more fruits and vegetables. But what's incredible is that over 98% of our participants have reported positive changes. And some of those changes are health related. Some of them might be behavioral related. Some might be athletic related or intellectually related. Because when you think of nutrition, it doesn't just feed, the belly and make it feel full. It feeds all aspects of the human body, from brain to cardiovascular systems, nervous systems, systemic systems, and everything in between. So what I'd like to do is now kind of have some real moms that have real kids and face real challenges, share kind of their story of how they embraced, more nutrition in the form of Juice Plus, and just the impact of adding in extra nutrition has had on their families. So first, I'd like to introduce someone who is a friend of mine. She is just a lovely, beautiful, unbelievable woman who has two gorgeous children, and her name is Lucia, and she lives in Newmarket, New Hampshire. So Lucia, would you unmute yourself and please share your story?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yep.
This is a new computer, so this is the first time I've gotten on Zoom on this computer. So.
Oh, good. Well, it looks great. You look great.
So hi, I'm Lucia. I am a partner with the Juice Plus company since July of 2018. No. Yeah, 2018. Yeah. For a second, I forgot what year it was. I was introduced to Juice Plus by a friend, Allison Dean, who I met through Girl Scouts. Our daughters are in Brownies together now. And so at a Girl Scout meeting, I think we were talking about snacks for the meeting, or, something along those lines, and started talking about nutrition, and eventually, got to the subject at some point of Juice Plus, and I was immediately intrigued. It made perfect sense to me because I had already started a journey to improve my health by just eating better, eating more whole foods, eating more fruits and vegetables, and had been, feeling the benefits of that over a few years leading up to that. And in 2017, I had a really rough year health-wise, and was ultimately diagnosed with MS. And so I, again, had already started the health journey before that even, but knowing that eating better was helping me feel better, these products just made a lot of sense to me, and seemed like, seemed sort of too good to be true on some level, but I was excited and I was interested, and I sort of stalked Allison for a little while until eventually I got on the product in January of 2018. And then I felt almost immediate positive impact on my energy level, and started in my mood even, and stopped having headaches every day, which I'd had chronic headaches. So I, thought it was a placebo effect at first, and I was like, it probably won't last, but it just got better and better, and the longer I stayed on it, the better I felt. And I loved the fact that I could also give my kids the gummies for free. So knowing that it was sort of an insurance policy for them to be getting fruits and vegetables, because, children can be picky, and mine in particular my son in particular has some like sensory issues. So sometimes the texture of food, not just the flavor of food, would bother him. And so sometimes it was hard to get him to eat vegetables, to try something new was really challenging for him in particular. So knowing that these tasty gummies were a very easy solution to make sure that he was getting plenty of fruits and vegetables in, really appealed to me. And especially the fact that it was free. It's like, makes the whole thing even more sweeter deal. And let's see what else. Some positive impact I've noticed with my kids is that they've always been pretty healthy. I've never had, we don't have any major health issues for them, but my son does have ADHD, and I think that this whole food nutrition has helped him be a little more in control of his body and focus better. Also, both of them have become way less picky particularly about vegetables. They've both always loved fruits, but my kids will eat any vegetable pretty much at this point. They don't turn their nose up at anything. And they've even, the first time that I was had sort of a shocking impact was one night when we were eating dinner and my son asked for seconds of asparagus. And I did a double take. I was like, what? And he was like, can I have more? And I was like, of the asparagus? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, of course you can have more asparagus. But it was something that he had never enjoyed before. So it struck me as I was like, wow, what an interesting turn of events. And I was like, it has to be because of the Juice Plus, right? I mean, that's the only thing that we had changed. So, I mean, that was a really exciting moment for me, that my son, who had some, sensory issues and never really wanted to eat vegetables, was suddenly asking for seconds of asparagus. So I thought that was pretty fantastic. And I always share that with people because I think, the sort of the metabolic reprogramming where we start to crave the fruits and vegetables instead of the not so good stuff. I saw that really clearly with my son. So, I thought that was a really exciting change. And they, like I said, they've always been pretty healthy, but they really, I hesitate to say this, knock on wood, they pretty much never get sick now. Even when all the kids around them are getting flus and, missing a ton of school, my kids will maybe get a runny nose. And then, they don't miss any school. I don't have to miss any work. And it's happened time and time again. There's something I'll hear from people oh, there's a stomach bug going around. Oh, something's going around. And I just don't even really worry about it that much anymore because I'm like, well, we'll just double up on our Juice Plus. We'll be okay. and it works. It's amazing. Actually, it was probably a week or two ago, my son started getting sniffly and I was like, double up your Juice Plus today. And it was gone. It was a day or two of sniffles and that was it. So I really can't, I don't know what better endorsement you can give than that. So that's pretty much my story, I guess. So I'm going to turn it over to Jenny Coombs from Cincinnati.
Yeah, hi. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, your connection.
Are we good?
You're a little jagged.
Okay, hold on. Let me walk in the kitchen. We'll just move around.
Yeah.
Is that better, Kelly?
Yes, it is, Jenny.
Okay, awesome. Okay, hi guys. My name is Jenny Combs. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm a mom to twin girls who are now 9 years old, Emma and Tessa. And I'm a dietitian by education. I'm a fitness fanatic. I'm a cycle bar instructor, so I teach spinning classes several days a week. So very blessed, very full, active life. And I was so fortunate to be introduced to Juice Plus almost 8 years ago now, which seems kind of crazy. And y'all, when I heard they found a way to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I was like, what? I mean, especially as a dietitian, I'm thinking, how in the world have I never heard of this stuff? Like, this is absolute genius. But of course, being the dietitian, I wanted to do my research and check this thing out, make sure it was legit. And I tell you, I was blown away with the company. I was blown away with the product. Checked all 3 boxes for me as a dietitian, as a mom. Carried a nutrition facts label like Kelly talked about. It's not a supplement. It's not a vitamin. It's not synthetically created. It is actual whole foods. It is proven to actually get in the bloodstream and do good things in the body. The majority of vitamins and supplements people take are just actually excreted in your urine every day. They're not bioavailable, so sometimes they're actually doing more harm than they are good. And then it was safe. It was safe for infants. It was safe for the elderly. It was safe for pregnant women. There is no warning label on the back of our bottles check out your Flintstones vitamins or whatever you're giving your kids. And I'm not shaming here. I'm just saying this is something, even as a dietitian, I had never thought about. When there's a warning label that your kid could overdose and you would need to call poison control or get your booty to the ER, that's concerning to me, right? Juice Plus is just food. So we got started 8 years ago. I would have told you we were a very healthy family. After all, we ate very well. My husband is also a fitness fanatic. We were in the gym 5 or 6 days a week. My girls were 2, so of course had a lot of mommy guilt at the time, making sure they got enough fruits and vegetables in. But I wasn't looking for anything miraculous to happen for our family. I thought, gosh, if we could just be getting 30 plants in our body every single day, like Kelly mentioned, I mean, an average of 9 to 13 servings that are fist sized every day. I can't do that. That would be all I ate, let alone could I ask my little people to be getting that much plants in their diet every day. So I was like, this is awesome. It's our nutritional seatbelt. It's going to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. We're good. But what I was so happy and surprised to notice was a few short weeks into taking Juice Plus, my energy levels were through the roof. I was an exhausted stay-at-home mom at the time, and I finally could stay up in the evening past dinner, past bedtime, and spend some time for me. My workouts were stronger. My husband, his seasonal allergies basically disappeared about 5 or 6 months into taking Juice Plus. And what I will tell you is the biggest benefit, like Lucia alluded to, we've been flu-free for 8 years. We rarely get anything more than a minor cold. I have friends passing the flu around their house for weeks at a time last winter. It's awful, right? Everyone's miserable. You're missing, the kids are missing school. You're missing work. Everybody's stressed. You're paying for medication. We've been very, very healthy. In fact, the doctor is always shocked that she only sees us maybe 1 to 2 times a year for a well visit and maybe, something else that's going on. So I totally believe in the power of whole foods and the power of plants. And I know that even though I would have told you we were a healthy family, Juice Plus has taken us from healthy to what I would say is our healthiest. It's also, like Lucia alluded to, my kids are so much more aware now of what they're putting in their body, why fruits and vegetables are important, because we talk about it, and they're drinking more water. And now my girls are in sports, and oh my gosh, you guys, homework, sports schedules, games on the weekend. We are running around like crazy people. And I'm going to be honest, I don't always have time to make a healthy dinner. Or sometimes we are going through the drive-through on Saturday in between soccer games. It's okay, because I know my kids are getting this foundation of nutrition every single day, no matter how well we do, or maybe if we miss the mark. So I absolutely love it. The fact that this company actually provides a child's order for free with an adult, I think when you stop to think about it, it's so endearing. What other company offers free product for children so that a family can get started on their journey of wellness together? So I would just say, I'm going to kick it back over to Kelly, but if you're on tonight and you've been thinking about giving this a try, whether you have health challenges or are just really looking to level up your health, give this stuff a try. It does different things for everybody. Everybody's body is different. We are all lacking in certain areas and doing well in certain areas. But I will just tell you, over 8 years, sharing this with others, the stories of health and hope that I have heard from people who have decided to give this product a shot is just amazing. So Kelly, I'm going to kick it back over to you, mute myself out, but thanks for having me tonight. And I'm just thrilled to be able to be here and share my story.
Well, thank you so much, Jenny, and thank you, Lucia. I just love hearing stories from just real people, who heard something that made sense to them and they decided to bring it into their family. And that's my story. I mean, I was like Jenny, our family was like Jenny's in that, we didn't have health challenges. We weren't, concerned about, a genetic connection to a disease. I felt like we were eating really well. I was a holistic health coach at the time. But all it takes is one phone call to change things. And that phone call came in the form of my mother-in-law letting us know she had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. So all of a sudden, we did have a genetic connection, and my daughters had a genetic connection, and my husband had a genetic connection. And that mama bear jumped in and was like, hell no. cancer, you are not going to invade my family. And, I knew as a holistic health coach the power of fruits and vegetables. But what I did not know was how nutritionally void the fruits and vegetables that we have access to in the grocery store are. That is something I have since learned. So, I was eating 6 to 8 servings, which was still below the RDAs, but I was above average for like an average American. But what I didn't realize is the food that I was buying in the grocery store was picked green. And, so what's the problem with that? So it's not fully ripened. It will ripen on my island in my fruit bowl. Well, no, it actually rots once you pick something off a vine or pull it out of the ground. If it's not fully ripened, it begins to rot because it's not going to continue to grow. And the challenge with green food is that 90% of the nutrition develops in the last week of ripening. So when I give you recommended daily allowances in the 13 to 18 range for an active adult, the reason for that is because the food is so nutritionally void. And then you add in the GMOs and the herbicides and the pesticides and the fungicides, which I'm so happy and proud that the Juice Plus company is free of all of that. And we even go as far as to test for 300 additional contaminants at the time of harvesting. So we've got really squeaky, clean, nutritionally dense food. Yay. So, when our family brought Juice Plus in, I wasn't expecting one iota of change. I just intellectually knew we had a gap. And here's a solution, an easy solution, an affordable solution. My children could get it for free solution. So we brought it in. 15 years later, folks, I could write a novel of the benefits that my children, my husband, myself, and the thousands of people I've been able to help and inspire have received. And, my girls were 3 and 5 when they started eating Juice Plus. They've just been Juice Plus kids, then teenagers, and now growing into young adulthood. So, I look at them and I don't know what life would have been like for them without Juice Plus. I know that they probably would have missed a ton more school. They would have been to the doctors a whole bunch. We would have been, regular shoppers of over-the-counter medication. I don't know if they would be high honor roll Dean's List students. I don't know if they would have been, high performing athletes. My youngest actually just committed to play collegiate field hockey when she graduates in the spring. So I don't know, but I do know that we have stronger immune systems. We have less inflammation. We've repaired damage done to our DNA. We have really rockin' skin, which is really cool. If you have teenage daughters, you know what having clear complexion is. It's important. So, like Jenny said, if you heard something that resonated with you, connect with the person that shared this message with you, shared this event with you, and just ask questions. Be open to the learning process. Hopefully you find, like we all found, that Juice Plus is a solution for you and your family. But if not, what you're going to do in the process is just learn. Just explore possibilities of how you can better the health of your family. And, the only other piece that I'll add is, our company's mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And that's a mission that we really take seriously. I mean, it's what puts my feet on the ground every single day. Who can I help? Who can I inspire? And, if the thoughts in your head are around, helping people, making families like ours just healthier, maybe talk with the person who shared this event with you and just say, well, what's it like being a Juice Plus professional? What's it like being on a mission that's super powerful? What's it like having fun and building friendships and being a part of a really cool community, because they'd be happy to share with you. So thank you all so much for being a part of our Healthy Starts for Families event. We are doing this monthly. It's something that I'm very, passionate and committed to doing. So, if you were thinking of people that you're like, oh, geez, I wish my sister could hear or my best friend could hear, they can hear. They can hear the recording of this event, or they can tune in live next month on February 18th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So thank you again. I wish all of you much health, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.